Hi children, good morning. This is Kameshwari. In the last video class, I explained you the soil. I started the lesson land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife resources. In 8th class full, the geography textbook explains you our resources. In the part of that, I explained you in the last videos land and soil. Another important one resource is water. Water is the important resource for us. Without water, no one could not live. Without water, we cannot survive on this earth. So, water is very essential for our human beings. Not only the human beings, plants, all the things want the water. In the olden days, people also settled in the banks of rivers. Why? The water is very essential. 3 million years ago, the life started in the water itself. So, water is very essential. That's why our planet is also known as water planet, blue planet. Water is a vital, renewable, natural resource. 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. You see children in this picture, lot of area is covered with water. 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. The oceans covered 2/3 of the earth's surface and support a rich variety of plant and animals life. Oceans. You have 4 oceans: Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean. These oceans covers the earth's surface, 2/3 of the earth's surface, and it supports a variety of plant and animals life. Ocean water is saline and not fit for human consumption. What is the taste of our ocean water, Nana? It is salty, saline. It is not at all useful to you for our agriculture, for drinking, washing, whatever. You cannot use the ocean water. But oceans occupies the 2/3 of Earth's surface. How much water you have for fulfill your needs? The fresh water accounts for only 2.7%. You have fresh water. Nowadays we are all using the water. So that is the fresh water. You did not use the saline water in your daily life. We are using the fresh water. We want the fresh water for your needs. That fresh water percent is 2.7%. Nearly 70% of this occurs in ice sheets and glaciers in Antarctica. Lot of fresh water. How much percent? Nearly 70% of fresh water is blocked in the sheets of glaciers in the form of ice. No one could not bring those glaciers for your daily uses. So 70% water is blocked in the form of ice in the top of mountains and the glaciers and these areas. Antarctica, you see that Antarctica area is filled with ice area, that is fresh water, but that is not useful for our daily uses. Next, the top of mountains also filled with ice. Why? The temperature decreases. If you are going to top of the mountain, what happened? The temperature decreases. At the same time, if you go inside the earth, the temperature increases. Okay children, so the 70% of the water blocked as the ice sheets and the glaciers in Antarctica, Greenland, and mountain regions. Only 1% of fresh water is available and fit for human use. How much water we can use? The total world people are using only 1% of water. Okay, it is found as groundwater, as surface of water in the rivers and lakes, and as water vapor in the atmosphere. How can we get the water? From the ground, through the pipes, taps, whatever may be. Next, on the surface, how can we find the water? The surface of the earth is rivers and lakes. Okay, in the atmosphere, water vapor. These are the water sources of for us. Fresh water is therefore the precious substance on the earth. Fresh water is very less amount of fresh water is there on the earth. We use that water very carefully. Nowadays, what we are all using. One survey was conducted by the geographers. Those people said that nearly urban people are using 150 liters of water per day. Up to morning to evening, the urban people are using 150 liters of water. You note it down. How much of water you use per a day? Okay, children. Now, how can we get the water? That is the question. We get the water from the rain. How the rains are coming? Yes, through the water cycle. In the third class onwards, we are all reading the water cycle. What is meant by water cycle? Water cycle means the cycle of process by which water circulates between the Earth's ocean, atmosphere and land, involving precipitation as a rain and snow, drainage in the streams and rivers, and return to the atmosphere by evaporation and transpiration. That is called the water cycle. First, what happened? Lot of Earth's surface is covered by the water. Due to the sun's heat, the water evaporated. Then it mixes into the air. After, they form clouds. Those clouds have a lot of water vapor. These clouds all are moving. When those clouds touches the highest area of mountains, they condense, they relax, and rain will come to. That is called the precipitation. Okay, children. So again, rain will come. The rainwater stored in the rivers and lakes. These rivers and lakes all are connected with the ocean. Again, these ocean water, due to the sun heat, evaporate. So this is the process, cycle of process. That's why it is called the water cycle. Next, humans. Nowadays, humans use a huge amount of water, not only for drinking and washing, but also in the process of production. How can we use the water in your daily life? For drinking, for washing, for bathing, for brushing. These are all things we have done in your daily life. Nothing but it is also uses of production also. Water for agriculture, industries, generating electricity through the reservoirs of dams or the other usages. Water is used for agriculture. Our India is one of the agricultural country. So we are all depend upon monsoons, rain, agricultural and industries. Industries also wants the lot of water. Generating electricity. This is called the hydroelectricity. Generating electricity through the reservoirs, dams is called the hydroelectricity. And some other usages we are all using the water nowadays. Increasing the population, raising demands for food and cash crops, increasing the urbanization and raising standards of living are the major factors leading to the shortage of supply of fresh water, either due to drying up of water sources of water pollution. Nowadays, what happened? population growing on daily and raising demands. All the people want food and crops. That's why what happened, we are all using lot of water in your daily life. Urbanization is also developed. That's why we are all using the lot of water. What happened, supply of fresh water is um, facing one of the problem nowadays in your daily life. Due to these are all reasons, water sources are decreasing day by day. You see in these two pictures, we are all not at all use water in a renewable resource. No one could not give the importance of water. Here, water overflow from the bucket. No one could not switch off the tap. Next, here the tap is released. So, water is wasted by us. Next, if you are doing like that, what problems arise in your daily life? Some of the areas are facing lot of water scarcity problem. Nowadays, some of the people are buying the water for their fulfill their daily uses also. Some of the areas are given in your textbook. Most of Africa continent is filled with Sahara desert. That's why water is not available for them. And West Asia, South Asia, the parts of the Western USA and Northwest Mexico and south part of America, the entire Australia are facing shortage in fresh water supply. These are the areas are facing so many problems because of lack of water in those areas. So we have the lot of water in our surroundings. Children, use water very carefully. It is based on the precipitation and climate also. Why, madam, you have a doubt? Why all the areas water is not available? Why these areas not have such much of water? Yes, it is based on the precipitation and climate. Some areas the climate is too high. That's why the water is also evaporated. Underground water is also evaporated. That's why in those areas people face the shortage of fresh water supply. And some areas precipitation is too high. In our India, you have lot of precipitation. That's why you stored the lot of water inside the earth. Based on these two reasons, the water problems are based. Next, so water is very important for your daily life. How can we conserve the water? Without water we cannot live, but we cannot stop the wastage of water also. Always you are wasting the water. So how can we conserve, how can we store this water for your future generations? If you follow the some rules and regulations, you can store that water. You will give good gift to your future generations. What are the methods you should follow? Now one by one I will say. Water pollution can be controlled by treating these effluents suitably before releasing them in water bodies. Yes. Water pollution. You don't pollute the neighboring areas, water tanks or canals, whatever may be. Factories are releasing their water to their water bodies. Before that, they filter. If they filter that water, it will be water pollution can be reduced. Forest, the another important next one is forest and other vegetation covers slow the surface runoff and replenish underground water. Plant more and more trees in your surrounding areas. Those plants stop the flow of the running water. At the time what happened, water is slowly moving. The roots of the plants take lot of water. They release it. that water the underground of the earth. So plant more and more trees in your surrounding areas. Next one, water harvesting is another method to save surface runoff. Water harvesting is store water. That is one method. Next, the canals used for irrigating fields should be properly lined to minimize losses by water seepage. Using the canals, don't spoil the canals. Don't cover the canals and repair those canals. Use the canals carefully for their irrigation fields. And sprinklers and effectively irrigate the area by checking water losses through seepage and evaporation. Sprinklers and drip machines, these are all you pour very where the plants are there, you sprinkle the water upon that area. Due to this two, using these two tools, you save the lot of water. In dry regions with high rates of evaporation, drip or trickle irrigation is very useful. You drip or trickle. One drop is always 24 hours. One drop poured down in the plant area. So you did not waste the water at that time. If you use these two tools, you save lot of water. The valuable water resource can therefore be conserved by adopting these means of irrigation. If you follow these methods and instruction, you save water easily. Okay, children, have you understood this water? Water is very essential for us. We have so many planets, but we all live on this earth. What is the reason? Earth has water. It is water planet. So save water, save life. Okay, children, bye.